President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Monday witnessed the inauguration of Egypt's International Energy Conference and Fair, Egypt 2025. During the inaugural ceremony, President al-Sisi hailed the preparations and the organization of Egypt's 2025, wishing all success for the 8th edition. The head of state also expressed appreciation for the Saudi Arabian support to Egypt in various domains, especially energy and electricity. This year's 8th edition of Egypt is held at the Panorama Center for the International Conferences in New Cairo. Taking place between the 17th and the 19th of February, officials said that the event explores how Egypt, at the heart of Africa and the Mediterranean, is driving responsible energy transformation. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Monday witnessed the inauguration of the Egyptian International Conference and Fair, Egypt 2025. During the inaugural ceremony, President al-Sisi hailed the preparations and the organization of the Egypt 2025, wishing all success for the 8th edition. President al-Sisi also received the President of Equatorial Guinea, Obiang Nguema, on the sidelines of the participation in the Egyptian International Energy Conference and Fair, Egypt 2025. Presidential spokesman, Ambassador Mohammed al-Shinnawi, said that President al-Sisi confirmed the readiness to participate in the development efforts of Equatorial Guinea within the framework of the keenness on supporting African countries and its belief in the common destiny of the continental people. The two presidents stressed the necessity to continue enhancing bilateral relations to serve the interests of both countries and explore the prospects of cooperation in various fields. The meeting also discussed the security and the peace situation in the African continent, ways to achieve the stability in Africa, as well as means to strengthening the mechanism of action in the African Union. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi also met with the Chief Executive Officer of the Italian company Eni for Petroleum, Claudio Descalzi, on the sidelines of the Egyptian International Energy Conference and Fair, Egypt 2025. The presidential spokesperson said President al-Sisi stressed the Egyptian keenness on cooperating with the Italian company. The president pointed out the importance of the company's activities and its efforts in exploration and production in Egypt to achieve the best benefit from the country's natural resources. For his part, that Eni CEO reviewed the achievements of the company's projects in Egypt during the past period and the company's current and future plans to discover and produce gas in Egypt. Also on the sidelines of the Egypt's 2025 exhibition and conference, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held talks with the visiting Cypriot President Nikos Christodoulides. The presidential spokesman said an expanded meeting bringing together the delegations from both sides was held following the talks. The spokesman reiterated that during the meeting, the two sides stressed keenness on coordinating in all fields. He said that the three-way mechanism, which also includes Greece, also topped the agenda of the talks. Cooperation in the field of gas production, liquidation and transportation was also discussed. The spokesman said that the Cypriot president was briefed on the Egyptian efforts to draw a comprehensive scheme for the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip without the relocation of its peoples. Both sides asserted the significance of the establishment of a Palestinian state in line with the June 4th, 1967, with East Jerusalem as its capital. Meanwhile, President al-Sisi received on Monday the CEO of Apache Company, John Chrisman, on the sidelines of the Egypt 2025. The presidential spokesman said that during the meeting, President al-Sisi was briefed on the company's vision with regards to expanding the activities in Egypt in the field of oil exploration. President expressed appreciation to the volume of the company's activities and investments in Egypt and its significant contributions to the gas and oil exploration and production. Meanwhile, the Apache CEO hailed the ties between Egypt and the company and the economic growth in Egypt, which he said is reflected in the energy production and improving the infrastructure across all fields, especially oil and gas. Assistant Arab League Secretary General Ambassador Hossein Zeki announced that the date of the emergency meeting due to be held on the 27th of February to support the Palestinian cause may change according to the schedules of the leaders of the participating states. Zeki asserted that the Egyptian keenness on having the biggest number of leaders attending to guarantee the success of the summit is the main reason of any probable delay. Zeki pointed that the summit aims at having a united Arab strong stance regarding the Palestinian cause, especially with rejecting the plan of displacing the Palestinians that was proposed by the Israeli occupation and adopted by the U.S. administration. The Rafah border crossing continued receiving trucks of the humanitarian aid entering into the Gaza Strip as part of the efforts exerted to meet the urgent needs of the residents in the Strip. The 8 trucks entered after being checked at Auga and Karm Abu Salim crossings southeast of the Strip ahead of entering the Strip. Palestinian injured and patients are also continuing to enter through the Rafah border crossing to be treated at the Egyptian hospitals. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that he was committed to a U.S.